It's Roxy Barlow with Simply Straight Organizing Solutions, and this is Simply Straight Sundays on vitamin B20. Thank you for joining us. Today's going to be kind of short because I rolled my ankle going out to check the mail. So I'm only going to be like 30 minutes today because I got to get off my feet. All right, so we're doing pots and pans. You guys are doing a lot of cooking. Everything's all over the place. The kitchen has to be cleaned up every day. You realize you have lots of pots and pans, or maybe you don't have enough pots and pans, okay? But those people that have a lot of pots and pans and things are all over the place, it's time to get those pots and those pans organized. Now, we're going to start. I've already done 2 of my drawers, okay? This is the way I set up my pots and pans. Your pots and pans may be different. But when I went through these 5 steps, you guys know the 5 steps, I gutted out these, what are these called, drawers. I cleaned them out, and then I started to sort. I sorted by roaster, by skillet, by crock pot, by all the pots, okay? Then I purged. I purged a lot of pots. What I did was I kept the stuff that I need, I kept the stuff that I love, and I kept the stuff that I use. Need, love, use. Okay? So, if you want to take a look in here today, my cameraman is my husband. He is real reluctant today. Okay? Our anniversary is on Tuesday, so he better get his getting. I'm just playing, baby. Love you. All right. So, take a look at my pans. These are all the pans that I need, love, and use. I have 2 drawers. I didn't have to actually buy a lot of fancy tools because these drawers were good enough. But if you go to my Facebook page at Simply Straight Organizing Solutions, I can show you some tools that you can use if you don't have this kind of space. All right, so when I was purging, I realized I had a lot of pans and pots that I wasn't using, and half of them I don't know where they came from. And because I'm so anal, some of them didn't even match, so I got rid of them, okay? I also wanted to talk about this. I kept all the pans. If you have one of these, we'll talk about this later. But I wanted to bring this pan up because this is the last pan that I'm purging. If you have pans that have this coating has a lot of toxins and chemicals in it, and sometimes when you scratch off, this is this non-stick coating. I want to say it's Teflon, I don't know. They're saying that now the coatings are safe, but I don't trust it. If you have a pan like this with this non-stick coating, you need to chuck it. This gets scratched off with the utensils that you use, and then it gets into your food and creates your poisonings in your food. And who wants poisoning in their food? I don't. I don't wake up and say, hey, I like a little poison with my food. All right, so we're going to chuck this pan. Even though it's really nice, it works so well, after I did the study, I felt obligated to chuck the non-stick pan. So what I was left with were all my stainless steel pans, my all-plats, okay, very healthy for you. Also, I kept my copper bottom pads. Oh, that's not my copper bottom pans, but you want to keep your copper bottom pans, your stainless steel pans. Glass is great to cook in, glassware, ceramic ware if you have one of these, like my grandmother. Where's my thing? Yeah. This is my grandmother's set. This is good to bake in. So you want to stick with stainless steel, copper, glass, or ceramic, or porcelain to bake in. Now, speaking of these, if you have these and you have tops to them, this is the old school Corning ware. These are worth about $150 a pop and up, all right? So don't get rid of these unless you have the top, and then sell them to the collectors, all right? Once again, I kept the pans that I love, that I use, and that I need. Everything else goes. I kept the stainless steel pans and the copper bottom pans, and of course, got rid of the non-stick pan, okay? This stuff scratches off, gets into your food, lots of toxic chemicals in that, scrape off or whatever this material is, Teflon or some kind of synthetic Teflon, chuck it, all right? I would throw it, but I don't want to break anything. And then, of course, the best pans of all, baby, can you get in here? The best pans of all are your cast iron, okay? These are my grandmother's, and I believe might be my great-grandmother's. I have some cast iron irons, actually. I think those are my great-grandmother's, but these are my grandmother's. I need to reseason these. Cast iron is a type of pan that needs to be seasoned. If you guys know about seasoning pans, it's pretty much a process where you heat these pans with oil and let it seal, and it gives you that non-stick sealant that you're looking for in this Teflon or this this coated pan. The dreaded coated pan. Get rid of the coated pan. No more coated pans. Sorry. I get a little excited when I get to get rid of stuff. All right, cast iron is your best friend, okay? They still make these. I think there's actually a manufacturer or a factory in Tennessee. Don't we drive by that? There's like billboards for a Tennessee cast iron skillet place.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to go in there one day. Those are the kind of things I like to do. Let's go to the cast iron manufacturer because I want to get some great pans. All right, cast iron is your friend. And then, of course, I have my pot, my strainer, and then I just put my tops in here because I just like to grab and go. There are all kinds of tools for your for your tops. You can have the standing rack. You can have a rack that hangs on the side of the door, like here, and then get your tops in there. I just throw them in here because I like to go through them. And I don't have that many, so you want to organize that. So just the 5 steps, you guys. These are my mixing bowls. I would have put all my pots and pans together, but the cast iron skillets are so heavy, I had to put them in the bottom drawer, okay? Because I didn't want this to get weighed down. Even though these are nice, they don't hold a lot of weight. Your biggest weight always goes on the bottom, okay? All right, so I put mixing bowls here, and remember, I only kept the things I need, the things I use, the things I love, the all-clad or the stainless steel, the copper bottom, glassware that I cook in, ceramic corningware that I showed you, and of course, my favorite, cast iron, cast iron, cast iron, cast iron. I don't know why cast iron gets that, but cast iron is where you want to go. Now, I also put paper towel in between the cast iron skillets so that they don't scratch one another, and if there's any moisture, it absorbs that moisture, okay? What was I going to say about cast irons? There's something else I was going to say about cast irons. They're my favorite, all right? Oh, I heard a little fable, though, that when these scratch off, it's made out of iron, so if it does get in your food, it's iron. Who doesn't need iron? All right, so my biggest dilemma or my biggest problem spot is with my trays, my cooking, what are they called? What are those things called? Cookie sheets? Okay, cooking sheets, my trays, and my other things, and that's this area. Ooh, coming a bit to this area, okay? I'm gonna just cross by you, and then I'll come back. Just to shine some light. Shine on me. All right, so this area is my problem area, okay? This doesn't work for me. When I go in here, stuff is slamming against each other. Ooh, I got glassware in here, okay? I try to put that in the front when I can. But this doesn't work for me. Some of you guys, your area looks like this. Some of your stuff is stacked up. Ooh, I'm on my ankle. My ankle hurts. Remember, I rolled my ankle. Going down the driveway, stepped on, I don't know, a pine cone because I'm here in Georgia. And it's fall, you guys. The leaves are falling. Anyway, stepped on this pine cone, rolled my whole leg, and since I'm not the young chicken I used to be, I hurt my whole side of my leg and I really need to be elevating it. But for you, I'm showing you how to get organized because organized is more important than a rolled ankle. No, just play. All right, so with these 5 steps, we're going to tackle this area, okay? This should take about 10 minutes, and then I'm out. My ankle hurts. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is, ball so hard my ankle hurts. I had to say that. I just had to say that. So the first step is to gut. This is the step you use for any space, anywhere, anytime, no matter how big, how small. Now, if you're not into organizing, I tell all my clients, start small. Don't start with a big area. This is a small area. If you even want to start smaller, like your purse or your wallet or even a drawer, start small, okay? The first thing you're going to do is gut the space. And that just means taking everything out so you can look at it. And I'm just gutting. This didn't work for me. Oh, I was looking for this. This is a grease splatter protector. I was looking for this. Couldn't find it. Okay, so we're just gutting. Ooh, gutting is loud. We're gutting. 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 Oh, let me get this. Got it. All right, so everything is out. While I have everything gutted, this is a good time to clean everything, okay? Baby, is anybody on saying anything or anything?
Not yet.
All right.
Not saying anything.
So this is a good time to clean my spot. Okay, I don't have to do this upper level because it's pretty organized. And as I say that, I see some danger here. Good. All right. So I'm cleaning out the space. Anytime you gut a space, clean it out. And I'm just using the Simply Straight solution, which is just bleach, water, and a little detergent. Okay, and paper towel. You're gonna clean it out after you gut it. I don't know what that is. Ooh, bleachy. Oh, don't get this bleach on my hips. All right. After I gut, what's the next step? Step numero dos. I'm going to sort. Okay, I'm going to put pans that are alike together, okay, in different groups. Here's a rack. Here's a cookie sheet. Are these called cookie sheets or baking sheets? Or is this the cookie sheet? Whatever, I need them. I'm going to put them together. And so I'm sorting. Either like cheese trays or charcuterie trays, which I never do really. I did it once maybe. Okay, I'm gonna put this pizza pan with the splatter pan. I got muffin tins. This is just a serving tray, and I'm sorting. I'm gonna put this in rack. Serving tray. Here's another rack. A baking rack. Cookie sheet. Serving tray. This is my grandmother's. It has an F on here for Ford. Delma Ford of Detroit. She owned Delma's hairstyling salon. Alright. Cutting board. Here's some more serving trays. And these are all my cutting boards. Okay? And then this is a splatter protector. And then this is just an extra, and actually I'm going to relocate this. This is just an extra microwave protector cover. Okay, and it actually pops up a little more. So I bought a couple of these because the last one I accidentally set on the on the stove. Will it pop out or not? Or not? No. Cheap. Cheap. All right, you get the gist, okay? I'm going to relocate that. All right, so I got my cutting boards. I sorted it. I already gutted everything out, and now I'm sorting. I got my cutting boards. I got my splatter protector, my muffin tins, my platter serving, I guess, charcuterie or cheese plates, my racks on racks on racks, and then I got my decorative serving trays, okay? This actually has a match to it, but I'm using it. Then I got my pizza pan, my cookie sheets, and my baking sheets, okay? Now, I know that I don't use a couple of these things, okay? I use this rack. I do not use this rack, and I don't know where it came from. So this is a maybe. I might keep this, I might not. Okay? I'm going to keep that rack. I use my pizza rack and all these baking racks. I'm going to keep all these. This was such a nice gift, but I never really used it. I think I used it maybe a couple times. You've never seen me use this. This is a donation. This is going with that bad pan. Bad pan. Bad pan. All right. And then I use this. I'm keeping this. I love this. It also has a knife that goes with it. It's like a palette for your cheeses, monsieur and madame. All right. Then I haven't really used these for any cutting. They were supposed to be like cutting boards when we had drink parties and we served drinks and I cut the fruit on, but they were really cheap. They didn't pan out. I am going to keep these, but I'm going to repurpose these. I don't know how I'm going to repurpose these, but I'll let you know. I'm going to Google a way to repurpose these, all right? So those are going to be relocated. Oh, my relocation is over here. Relocated. I don't have my relocation sign. All right, I do use these, and of course, my cutting board, and I just bought a new cutting board. Oh, you guys, I wanted to show you something. I bought this. It's called a prep deck. Is something falling?
No.
Oh, it's called a prep deck. And what it is it has a cutting board. I don't know if you can see it. It has measuring cups. It has little containers that go inside of each other. And it helps me when I meal prep. I'm going to do a video on meal prep, and I'll show you how I use this. But this was the bomb. It also has a little trash area, and then, of course, the accessories and the accoutrements of the thing. And I'll tell you about this. But this is my new cutting board that I got, all right? But I'm still going to keep these because I use these, and I won't have to pull out the whole prep deck for this, okay? I'll show you how to use this on another day. This was the bomb. Great purchase, all right? Okay, so back to this. So we sorted, and then I just purged. I only got rid of a couple of things because I use all these things. Again, these are the things that I use. These are the things that I need, and these are the things that I love. I don't keep anything else because it's just junk. I ask my clients, if you had to evacuate in 5 minutes, what 5 things would you take? It's not going to be these pans, okay? So I can get rid of most of the stuff, and I know that if I have too much stuff, it's just going to be disposable in a case of emergency. And I hate to use that, but it's the time of emergencies. I mean, have we had enough emergencies this year? All right, so purge. We just finished purging. Now we're going to organize. I know that I'm going to keep all these, and I know that they're all going to go here. That's the logical place. I have 2 things that I'm relocating. I have a maybe, and then I have some donations. Okay? You have a question? Okay. All right. And I'm going to keep these things in here. All right? Contain. Is that the last step? The last step is contain. I bought this. Because that system wasn't working for me, I bought this from the Container Store. I think this is a Euphoria product. They make really high-end product or quality products. You can adjust this. This is what I like about this stand. Okay? So I can customize it to my pans. And I know that not all my pans are going to go here. Some of them can go in the front or in the back of it. But I placed it in here, and this is my solution. Okay? You want to take a look at that, babe, and get in there? Okay? It looks small, but it will do the job. Okay? So the things that I don't use often, I'm going to put in the back. I'm not even going to put it in the tray. Or actually, I might. I think I'm going to put this in the back. It doesn't really need a tray. The reason why I don't put these in the rack is because they're big enough and they can stand up on their own. I don't want to use all the rack space. This I will put in here. But I'm going to adjust this so that it can have its own space. Anytime I have to adjust stuff, I always have a little problem. I always struggle a little bit. All right, these pans I use a lot. So I'm going to put them right here in the front. These pans I don't use so often, but I use them more often than my decorative trays, so I'll put them back here. This I don't use so often. I'm going to rearrange this. I don't like how this is looking. Okay. This I don't use so often. I'll put it back here. This I don't use so often. And this I don't use so often. My muffin tins. I'll put them back here. Okay. And as you see, this stand is holding a lot. This I keep looking for. So actually, let me put some smaller things in the front so I can see them. When you put smaller things in the back, you can't find them. Okay? My cutting board I use all the time. I'm not even going to put it in the rack. Okay, I'm going to put it in the front. Okay? These cutting boards I'll put here. My charcuterie, I don't really use this. I put it towards the back. It has legs on it, so I have to be very careful about that. Okay? Then my rack I use often. And I'm going to put right here. And then that just leaves her. And I'll put her. I'll put her back here. All right, and that's it, you guys. Let me get this poured up. Okay, and that's it. Take a look in there again. Easy peasy. You see this? This rack is everything. I love this rack. Get one of these racks. These racks can also be used for lids. These racks can also be used in the office for files, okay? If you want a stand-up rack that's white or just something that you can adjust, all right? So that is it. I use my 5 easy steps. Ooh, my ankle. Oh, my ankle hurts. You guys, it hurt my ankle. So I use my 5 easy steps. Gut, sort, purge, organize, contain. Contain yourself, people, and get that stuff in order. Pots and pans. Like I said, follow me on Simply Straight Organizing Solutions. I'll give you some more solutions for these pots and pans.
Instagram.
Huh?
And Instagram.
And Instagram. Okay, I got to get used to Instagram. You know, I was a teacher for 23 years. I didn't really Instagram until maybe a couple of years ago. Is that even it? I know I created the account. And I'll put it on Instagram. Whatever. You'll get the information about solutions for storing your pots and pans. Get like me and get organized. It changes your life. It saves your life. It also saves you what, people? Time. What else? Money. My phone. Stress. Okay? Who doesn't want to save time? Who doesn't want to save money? Who doesn't want to save stress? You got it? Okay, my phone interrupted me. So, you want to get organized, people. Let me say it again because I got distracted. It saves you time to belly dance in the alley, in the hot sun of, sorry. Whatever you do with your time, you want to save it by getting organized. It also saves you stress. Oh, where is my pot? Where is my pan? Oh, here it is. Okay, saves you stress from trying to. And it also saves you space. We want space right now. I know that a lot of you guys have kids. A lot of your kids are going to be home learning remotely. Space is key. We'll do another segment in August about kids staying home and how to teach from home. All right, guys. Simply Straight Organizing Solutions with vitamin B20, a place for light and growth. I'll see you next Sunday on Simply Straight Sundays. I'm just rocking on my foot. Hopefully I do better. Love ya.